Hi, everybody. This is Dr. J, Professor Stock and Arjun, streaming live from Long Island, New York, and Oakland, California. Welcome to Talking Stocks, our every Wednesday and Friday show. What's today, Wednesday or Friday? Why are we here?
Today is
Oh, it's Wednesday. See, I still got it. Some people
Yes.
accuse me of losing it.
Well, wouldn't be me. Wouldn't be me.
Who's
You're
here with us
so much
today?
sharper than I am.
Mark gets good grades. Mark is always on time or early. Linda says happy Wednesday. Snaid from Utah. Linda from Minnesota.
What everybody's doing here.
Kat from deep in the heart of Texas. Kat, is it better?
Uh-oh. Everybody all right? What about you, Arjun? Are you on or off?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm on.
There we go. All right. So how you doing? I think Dr. J is just gonna do his statue imitation. Sort of a mime thing he's got going.
Yeah, I like
So
it.
we can get started.
He's got his like
This is
Charlie
for-
Chaplin
Yeah, it's a-
going.
you know, especially since
They're telling me I have an unstable internet connection. I know about my unstable internet connection.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not telling you anything I don't know.
I was going to say that you were holding very, very still for somebody who's got Parkinson's. I know
I can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me. Okay.
Now I hear you.
What if
much
I spoke
better.
like this? Does that help?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe I need hearing aids. I don't know.
I'll close my door so my wife doesn't yell at me for cell yell.
Yeah, you're kind of fading in and out on me. Do you hear him, Arjun?
Yeah, I can hear him, but he's kind of muffled.
Yeah, kind of muffled.
Looks like Linda likes my beard, but I'm engaged, Linda.
That don't matter to Linda. If it don't matter to you, it don't matter to her.
We'll keep it on the DL.
Indeed.
Shalom with a small s, and MA is shalom with a big S. So that's how I know the difference.
Shalom. Let's see, what's everyone talking about? Everyone's pissed about yesterday. You should be. Stocks only go up, I thought.
I got creamed on.
Stocks go up, stocks go down. I felt like selling everything on Monday. I had this strong impulse. My gut was telling me, sell. I would have been in the catbird seat for buying everything 30% cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I didn't follow my gut.
You know, I was in Ride and Workhorse thinking they were going to get the post office contract. And then they ended up giving it to another company called Oshkosh.
Oshkosh.
So I ended up making 5% on Oshkosh, but losing 50% on Workhorse. So did I back the wrong Workhorse or not?
You did. You backed the wrong horse.
I backed the wrong horse.
Joaquim. Welcome.
Hello, Joaquim. Welcome.
Oh, new. Okay. We always like somebody new. Like us.
Nice.
Well, yesterday I went from losing millions of dollars to just a little bit.
Yeah, see, now Dr. J's not complaining that he has too much money.
You know, it's funny, though. I still don't know how many stocks exactly that I own. I'm in the 80s, but I closed some positions. I opened new ones.
I know. You said you were at 70 and you wanted to go down, and you did the opposite.
I know. I wound up going up.
I don't know how you do that. That's just bonkers to me. Anything over like 20, my head's spinning.
My head is spinning already. I don't know what I own. Ask me if I own it. I'm not sure. I got to look it up.
I mean, the odds are you own it. You should just say yes to everything.
Probably. Well, I did own it. I own it, or I did own it.
Well, certainly if it's in the pharmaceutical / medical device industry.
Yeah.
Then that's a certainty.
All right, so Joaquin is being royally greeted by the rest of the kiddies in our group.
Good. You know, Dr. J, you made a very big list of stocks that you were interested in today.
Yeah, I had about 15 in that list.
Yeah, and I'm sure you own all of them 3 times over.
I think I do own all of them.
Yeah, no, a couple of them I had to look up because I didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
But of course, some of our favorites are definitely there, and they have to be discussed. Are we still bullish? Oh, is Linda still bullish on GHSI? Good question.
Well, we're going to find an answer.
Yeah, the other one was GTHX that it wasn't on your list, but
yeah,
might be worth talking about.
This is your buddy, Roland?
Yeah, my buddy. Yeah, from high school. He's a good dude.
Okay.
Good. Glad to have him.
Yeah, he's a fan. See, what else are people talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, Kat was talking about breaking even. I mean, one of the things was we had some nice wins, but they all got cut. So,
right.
You know,
Well, I mean, the last couple of weeks, me and Dr. J were talking about taking some profits. I'm glad we did.
I'm glad you did. I already had taken my profits.
That makes one of us.
Yeah, I was taking them. Well, I didn't take them on everything. I'm still riding some of the main plays.
You didn't take them on BCRX and VBIV, which were your
Look, I've been feeling when things get unreal and too good to be true, they are too good to be true. So I trimmed.
Yep.
Well, I'm feeling that now. Too good to be true. All right, we got the whole gang here. Oh, that's a very good question.
Oh, the earnings call. The earnings call is coming up. I'm so curious what they're going to tell us.
Wait a second, Kat. Is it 206 or 204?
Yeah, 204.
I'm not sure that Kat's got it right.
All those all of those
maybe this is a new SPAC, so 206.
Right, you'll do even twice as good.
By the way, I sold my Fisker before the show, and I bought CCIV, not CCVI, but CCIV.
204.
About 10 minutes before 4.
Yeah, your Fisker took a nice run.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad that GTHX is bouncing back because I made out really great. I bought it at like 25, sold it at 60 or something, really high, went back to 25. I'm glad it's bouncing back for you guys.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about getting in at some point. I wanted to talk to you about that.
GTHX? I think there's better things to get into.
Okay. And you also talk about guys.
Not that it's bad if you own it. It's not bad to hold it, but I think I wouldn't go into it just now.
Understood.
Damn.
BCRX has become one of my largest holdings. Incredible.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Yeah, I like the charts, the chart action on it.
Yeah, it was really strong yesterday on it.
I keep buying more and more of that, and suddenly it's one of my biggest holdings.
Yeah.
Is it, Kat? Have I got it wrong or have you got it wrong? Is it CCVI or is it CCIV?
CCVI. Did you buy the wrong one?
I don't know. I'm confused. Kat's getting me confused.
Oh, man.
Let's see what I got here. I don't even have this one listed.
Yeah, my friend wants us to chart NEO today. Also, NIO.
NEO is a good bounce back candidate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
but I did really well on FSI. I sold it at 22 and change. I bought it at 15.
Very nice.
What did I buy FSI at? About 15, I think.
FSI, you bought that low.
Yeah, about 15.
and
KNSA. Somebody gave me that as one of their weekly picks for the website.
KNSA. This one is not. Oh, yeah, this is not on my radar. Kinixa. What is this?
I don't even have CCIV on any of my lists.
Oh yeah, Boozy had a tremendous move. I don't know if Peter's here. I haven't seen Pete.
CCIV's Churchill. Do we have that?
He's the #1 Voozy fan.
Yeah, I'm sure he made some money with Voozy.
Very nice. Very nice.
Producer on what?
Man mentioning KNSA as well.
Confucia, what PDUFA are you talking about? Tell us.
I think KNSA.
KNSA. Okay.
Okay.
PDUFA 228 for antifungal for catheters.
Oh, yes. I remember that discussion.
CRMD.
Right, we talked about
antifungal for catheters. That's interesting.
We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Johnson & Johnson's single shot is good. Did they approve? Did they approve officially?
No, I think the news is just good.
They will.
Yeah, they'll approve it.
You have the list. We'll go through my list and
we have Ivy list.
We'll add to it.
Yeah.
Okay, did you want to start with the overall Russell IWA or not?
Sure.
Yeah, Mark, we'll talk about BCRX earnings when we get to the chart. Don't worry. We got a lot of BCRX questions coming in.
That's high. It's early on the list, so we won't lose it out at the end.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk through what we're expecting out of earnings.
So I should start with IWM?
Do all your specials.
IWM?
Yes, IWM.
Oh yeah, let's definitely do that.
IWM has been on an unbelievable roll. Is it at new highs now? It's very close.
Oh, wait, Dr. J, before you move on a little bit.
Comment.
Get rid of
comment. Very nice. All right.
So you can see everything.
Up 5 today, 2.36. Wow, what a bounce back! You can't keep this chart down.
Wow.
It's on fire. This IWM. If I had any doubt about the market not going on Monday, I think that doubt has been erased today.
Yeah, today was very, very promising.
Well,
this was a perfect place for it to stop, right on the 100. Beautiful place to stop, and it turned around and finished the day nicely yesterday. Continued today. It's got to be new highs ahead. I mean, it's crazy. The chart is beautiful. I just want to look at the IBB for a second. The IBB looks a little not as good as the Russell, but
it bounced off. Is that the 100 or the?
That's 250.
It's not. It bounced off of nothing. But look at that long shadow. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a very pronounced low, and it's not a higher low. It made a lower low. So there's a little more doubt in the IBB than there is in the Russell.
It needs to hold the 50.
Yeah, I mean, it closed above the 50, so that's something. And it continued on up after a big rebound yesterday, so that's something. But the downward trend is not really been broken at this point, so we're in a downtrend.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure whether it'll come back down to test that yesterday's low or not. That's resistance now. Yesterday's low is resistance.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So if it tests that and holds that, I'd say we're good. The other way we're good is if it goes above The low here at 160.25 and finishes. It did do that today. I think we're probably good. I'm bullish the market right now after yesterday, and yesterday they tried to take us down and they failed.
Yeah.
It was really a one-day test of the bulls' courage and determination, and the bulls passed the test. I won't be as crazy about penny stocks. I'd be a little careful about them.
Indeed.
So if you're in a quality biotech stock like CRISPR, which was on sale the other day, I bought some.
Today
If
too.
you're in something like that, it's looking. I think it's safe to hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, some of my favorite bio ETFs, like XBI, they bounced nicely off of what I was scared they would break.
I mean, this was a very sharp low, very sharp, and it came up today with a green candle to confirm yesterday's candle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yesterday's candle was a bad candle, but it's still. Did it close the gap? Let's see. It closed. It closed at 162.14. The high today was 162. Yeah, it closed the gap. I mean, theoretically, it could be down tomorrow. Tomorrow's a key day. I want to see it make progress, the IBB tomorrow. I want to see it close in the middle of this red candle, up about 162.5. So I want to see further gains to make it clearer in my mind that the worst is over. All right. What else? Any other markets that I listed?
No, everything else is individual stocks.
What are they?
Well, why don't we do BCRX, since that was one of the first ones you mentioned?
Yeah.
We could do BCRX.
It is
the other place that
it may not be. I may not own the most of that, but I own more Athesis, but it's my biggest gainer right now.
Beautiful, beautiful chart. Look at that. Everyone, just give it a round of applause.
Yeah, well, wow. I got yesterday.
It is a tremendous chart. I mean, it's nothing but higher lows and higher highs, and except that, well, this high it came down off of, but it's certainly higher lows.
Yeah. Yeah, so for people that were asking about earnings tomorrow, don't expect a whole lot in terms of actual or Lidar sales. Like, they were only able to sell it for less than a month of 2020, but an analyst, I'm willing to bet, is going to ask about patients switching over, and that answer could be really interesting. I mean, they might have other updates too. Factor D is coming. It could be this week or next week or the week after. I don't really know. They're being
also projected sales.
Projected sales guidance. Yeah, we're bullish. We're bullish here.
That's where the bullish information is going to
There's no reason not to be bullish. I even bought more today.
Yep, same.
What's next?
Next is, well, did you want to do a VBIV since we have Arjun talking?
I'm sure State is one of them.
Yeah, it looks like Linda's riding VBIV now too. She was talking about it.
I mean, the chart is a little bit interesting here. It's sort of like that IBB chart we were looking at before.
Yeah, it started to scare me a little bit yesterday.
It looks like the IBB, the same candle yesterday.
Yeah. I was really happy it closed towards the top of that candle, but it's still not ideal. We were in kind of a nice upward progression and it seemed to stall a bit, but what's really interesting? The last time we hit a high of, I think it was 520 in August, we had the exact same range that we were in right now. It just kept painting higher highs. So I am going to guess that the next PR should be a pretty big one regarding COVID enrollment for their trials. And that, I think, is where 520 is possible.
Well, you see what I don't have to draw a support. I don't have to draw a trend line because the 200 is the trend line.
Right.
And going down, going down. We've been on the decline since the new highs of
480,
that is
483. Yeah, I've like memorized all these numbers at this
I
point.
don't know the number, but the date, February 10th was a high.
Yeah,
So
it hit that 483, and then if you look, the volume at that point just went to complete. It's just nothing now. It's just dried up completely.
right, but it's also today was like the first clear cut up day, or where the pronounced low was put in the day before. So it's a good sign. Today is a good sign.
Yeah.
Just like it was a good sign for the IBB, it's a good sign for VBIV.
Yeah.
Again, we would like another. We would like. I'll tell you what I would like. It's the same thing I would like for the IBB. I want to see it go up tomorrow to the midpoint of the red candle above it from 2 days ago. I want to see it go right up to that level.
Yep.
Those candles are too small for you to call that an engulfing green, is it?
I want to see it at 360 tomorrow. Think we hit that?
That's what I want too. I think we do, but I think we're not going to see another move until they tell us about this COVID enrollment.
But they're not a one horse pony. I thought COVID was sort of just a sort of a second song.
It is, but they've kind of put it at the forefront now, and I don't know if they're going to try to just pump it because of that or what. But you're right. It isn't their main thing, but I think that they're going to try to use it to get some share value.
GHSI looks like a sick puppy off the chart.
GHS. Oh wow.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that red.
It's a sick puppy, and it's got to hold. It's got to hold this area here. It's got to hold that 65 cents. Well, it should, because it's synonymous with the 50. I would look to get in cheaper.
Right.
60. I would look to get in 67 cents, 68 cents. As it gets even closer to the 50. If I wanted to get in, I mean, I'm not sure that I want to get in.
That's the thing. What's the hook on this one that makes it?
I don't know. I don't know the fundamentals on it. Is Linda still bullish on this one?
I think she is.
I think she is.
Let me see if she said anything. Yeah, I think she's bullish. Thought I saw a comment.
Yeah, she's commenting about something Jake said that she really liked. I'm not really sure what that is.
And Jake just got in at $1.04. He's probably out by now.
Yeah. He doesn't suffer the way a lot of us do.
No.
He's a rational trader, not emotional.
Not emotional. Sentimental, even worse.
All right, so Novus had a day that looked good for a long time till the afternoon, and then it sold off. So it turned in a kind of yucky looking candle. It's still holding the 9-day, and it looks to me like if you wanted, I thought about selling this high at 31, something like that. Probably should have. But I decided to hold and actually buy more if it comes down to the 9-day. So the chart is telling me there's no reason to panic yet. That's how I look at this one. No reason to panic. A series of higher highs, higher lows, 9-day for support. I still like it. I'm still bullish. I didn't sell any.
Well, you like the space that this is in.
I love the Alzheimer drug space. Yeah.
So I mean, that's what when we talk about sentimentality. That's sort of why.
So I have a Novus as a buy the dips for now.
Okay.
For now. Subject to change.
You're still in Saba? Did you buy back in?
I bought back in at like 49, I think it was.
Yeah, I have a good friend who did the same thing. Okay.
I sold there because I was getting scared, but at least I kept some.
We have a low, pronounced low, followed by another low to yesterday, and then we're heading in the right direction again, I think. It's a little too early to draw a trend line, but I'm going to draw it anyway because I like what it looks like. So I think we're back on trend. Slow growth, though. I don't think you're going to see 123 for a while.
No, that was a one-day affair.
Yeah, so I would expect trend line growth, and I'm drawing a trend line that's not a trend line yet. 2 points to not make a trend line. To make a line, but not a trend line.
Yeah, right, exactly. This is not algebra class.
Yeah. All right, so I think, though, it will hit that trend line, the line that I drew, and it will become a trend line. I think this is going to be slow growth with a somewhat subdued slope. What's the slope of this line? You're good at slopes. 20 degrees?
A little more, maybe a little more.
30 degrees?
He's playing with you.
Do we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle?
The axes, you can't answer that question.
Get your protractor out.
Get that protractor out.
He's putting you into a moral hazard in terms of math. So that's why I don't answer those questions.
It is an upward slope.
Upward is correct. Positive
that's what
slope.
you're supposed to say.
There we go.
Mankind is going to be bought out at between $10 and $12 a share by mid-year.
Yeah, you've been calling this one for a while.
And everybody's making fun of me for making this call.
I've been hanging since you told me about it.
I don't often call takeouts, do I?
No.
You've
$12 a share.
You've already called two this year. You called BCRX at 25 and now Mankind at 12.
I said if it gets taken out, it'll be taken out around 25. But at this point, I think I'm raising that.
Yeah, I like that.
On BCRX, 25 is now too low.
Agreed.
Now,
but $12 is just about right for Mankind.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mankind board doesn't agree with me. They said they're not being taken out. I don't know if that means nobody's interested, or if they get taken out, it'll be for higher. But my feeling is $12. The company is yours.
Speaking on behalf of Mankind CEO.
Board of directors.
Well, how many shares do you own that you could actually have that much say?
Well, I'm thinking of buying more if it hits that $5 mark again. Close to 5,
yeah.
I think we're in I think we have very nice support right about the $5 mark. So I think Mankind has turned the corner on its price action. I don't think it slides back to that $4 mark anymore. So I think we're going to see $5 plus price of the stock going forward. And we could just have slow growth over the next year to $10 and forget about the buyout. Who needs it? If it continues this growth, I think $10 by the end of the year is doable, with or without a takeover. So I like Mankind. Here's one that I bought into recently, and I keep adding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm behind on it, but I have great faith.
Give us that one.
It's a Parkinson's drug, not an AD drug.
Oh, that was right. That was on your list of Parkinson / COVID plays. I mean,
I'm not sure if they're a CRISPR play or an RNAi play. I forget.
Yeah, I have it written, but I'm not going to find it anytime soon. But yeah, that was definitely one of our plays for. It's got a nice little run going, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's kind of still looking kind of bearish. I'm not convinced that there isn't just like a little bear flag kind of thing. We'll see. I'm still buying it, so I'm not convinced that it's broken the downward trend yet, but I'm still buying, even though I'm not convinced, because I like the company and I like the fundamentals. I may not love the chart, but so what? I'm not a one-dimensional person. I don't just look at charts. If I like the company, I make an exception to the rule.
Yep.
So I may not love the chart, but I still may buy.
Especially with bios, charts.
Yeah.
As we've come to
There's
learn.
one there's a Lidar plate that fell apart.
Oh, please.
That's why I can't get Alex back on the show. He's weeping too much.
Yeah, that was an Alex play. Oh, he redeemed himself with that other one.
Yeah, the best of the lidars, I think, is EVA, which is symbol I. Don't remember IVP. I don't remember. I can't remember the symbol of the SPAC. But this is yucky, very yucky. Broke support. It's a sell. Buy one of the other lidars.
Yeah? Should I get out and lose and take my loss?
Yeah, switch into AEVA. I think that's the chart looks better. What is it? IVR? I can't remember.
Yep. Our opinion is it's a sell, but this is not investment advice.
No, of course not. I intend to sell. I intend to sell whatever shares I have left and move it into one of the other LiDAR plays.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, which is strictly my own. And like you say, our opinion is strictly our own and does not constitute investment advice. Everyone should do their own due diligence, check with an advisor before acting. Subscribe to the show so that we can pay the rent.
Yeah.
We got to pay the rent. It's big overhead.
Somehow I need to get a new microphone, apparently.
That's too much. We got to get new equipment. Is too much.
Oh, that's right. We got to get you a new PC.
I can't remember the symbol of the AEVA. I remember this crazy name of the company.
This was the play for this one was the automatic driving, the driverless technology, right?
Yeah, they also have a connection with Apple. The founders of Eva come from Apple, both the CEO and the COO.
Gotcha.
And Apple is now into the car business. So, what the heck? Let's do one of the other ones.
Why don't we do ATHX?
Let's do MVIS. Isn't that right? MVIS. I think they're a LiDAR play.
That wasn't on the list. Okay.
I'm adding to the list. What can I tell you?
Oh. It's okay.
Support.
This is all about stream of consciousness anyway.
Yeah. It is a stream, period.
And the medicine's working.
Okay, this is a nice trend line. The high here, the low here, the low here. It's an interesting trend line. We have 3 touches, and it really does divide the chart in 2, doesn't it? Very nice trend line. And it looks like we're following this trend line. We put in a nice low. We're going to go higher. Higher is my call, as I bought some today, to put disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I also own more AVA than I do VLDR. I got to get rid of my VLDR, I think. I'm not obligated to get rid of it.
If it doesn't bounce off that line, it would bounce.
Yeah, I mean, I could reconsider tomorrow and not get rid of my VLDR. But, as of now, you can't remember either what that symbol was for the AVA?
No.
Isn't this it? IPV, that must be it. That's it.
Is it?
Yeah, Ava doesn't look like it's too healthy either, does it?
This is a this is a SPAC that's going to buy it eventually.
Yeah, that's going to merge with Ava.
Okay.
Or Eva. I don't know how you say it.
Well, right now you say it IPV.
Yeah.
The next couple of months anyway.
I guess all the Lidar plays got creamed. I guess.
Well, yeah, no, everything EV is going to come back, but it didn't have a good couple of days.
Yeah, it looks pretty yucky, doesn't it? But the good news is it tested support and it held. The bad news is, I don't know what the bad news is. Tested support and it held. It's still green. The 9 is above the 50, is above the 100, is above the 200, but barely. Still a pretty bullish picture here, considering everything.
Well, certainly the wave of the future. We know that money's going to go here when money doesn't go anywhere else.
I think I'd rather be in this one than VLDR. I think. I'm going to think about it though. So
you're going to have to do some deliberation.
Yeah, don't hold me on this. Don't hold me to this. Subject to change. Subject to change. I could change my mind tomorrow. But as of now, I'm thinking out of VLDR into this one. But I don't know. I'm making money on this one. I got in still lower than where it is. I'm losing money on VLDR. Don't know. Gotta think about it. I thought the chart looked better on this one.
Losing doesn't have the big sting that it did.
What else did I have listed?
You had the next one on your list was ATHX.
Oh yeah,
that's a yucky poo.
It certainly is.
Didn't it recover today a little bit?
I'm not allowed to sell it till it hits 100. So
yeah, I mean it did something today.
All right, yeah. It came off.
It made me less nauseous than the day before. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
That a good buy-in would have been 2.25, which is where it is now.
Yeah,
remember when it was 254 and I called for the low twos and Pete got mad at me and said it's a great entry point right where it was?
He did. Pete is still, I think, quite bullish on this. Although on the twits he does look for confirmation.
Well, you don't understand. I'm still quite bullish on it also. I just felt that it was going to go lower for the short term.
And
it did. But then again, everything did. So I don't know how much credit I can take.
Yeah.
Look, you see the middle of that big green green candle. I guess that's where we are now. That's probably where.
I think we should thank Kamal for keeping us in check.
Kamal gave us a good perspective on a March pullback. It came a little early, but
that's right, indeed.
But it helped me. It helped me regardless. Him coming on, that saved me a couple $1,000. Thank you, Kamal.
I'm sure it saved a lot of. Why do you think? Why do you think we have smart people like Kamal on the show with us?
Oh, because we're trying to make some money. I get it.
There's a reason we have all these. We only get brainy people. I can't help it. We only get the smart people. If you're smart, chances are you're going to say something that makes us money. As a rule.
Well, remember, it's slower money when you're smart.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking?
I'm thinking that this one is going up.
It's
bottomed yesterday.
This looks like your typical Dr. J nibble.
Yeah, I think we hit that long-term trend line that I drew, and I think we're going up.
That's your nibble spot.
I did not draw it on purpose. I did not draw it on purpose to hit this line, but look how close it came. So yesterday hit the trend line, bounced off of it. No reason not to go up.
No, I know.
Except the 200. It's got to get through the 200. You know what my big fear is? My big fear is an announcement that the trial for COVID-19 odds has been halted due to futility.
Right.
That'll send it down to about $1.80.
Well, let's see. If we talk about the vaccines and the treatment business, the whole idea was that these vaccines, even if they're not 100% effective, are keeping people from dying.
Yep.
And from something that's dire. The
Yep.
question is whether odds is something that's more at the tail end or the front end of a hospialization.
The odds is for those that basically are dying. The COVID odds patients are in bad shape.
Right.
On the ventilators, and some of them recover, but they're in bad shape.
What I'm saying is then if, in terms of, we were talking about, what kind of treatments could be out there, even if people can't get their vaccines yet.
Well, this is one of them. Potentially, if they're very critically ill, this is potentially something that can save their life. Potentially.
Right. Okay. Because I'm still thinking monoclonal antibodies, the steroids, and the other antivirals still have a place.
Well, probably all of them are earlier on. Probably all of them require.
That's what I'm thinking, because anybody who didn't get the vaccine, but gets sick, those are the kinds of frontline treatments that we should be focusing on.
That's why we're going to look at COC. What's the name of his company?
COC, I think it was.
COC.
I think it was that. COCP.
COC something.
I think it's COCP.
Yeah. It's not his company. He just invested a few million.
This is the one.
It's obviously he doesn't own the company.
Who's he?
Stevie Cohen, the Mets owner.
Right. Right. Well, this one looks like it's on the comeback also.
Yeah.
This is your
they all look alike. They all look like the IBB, don't they? The VBIV, the IBB, the same candles.
Same. Yeah.
Same exact candles, and we want the same thing. We want a continuation tomorrow to the middle of the red candle. It's like I'm looking at the same freaking chart over and over again.
It's so true.
I mean, it's really unbelievable. We want this chart. We want this to happen. We want that middle of that red candle taken out. We want to close above that. Just like we do with the IBB, just like we do with VBIV. VBIV, I think the target was 360. Here the target is, can't read it. I don't know what it is. 185, whatever.
Yeah. We do LBO at some point.
Which one?
Albo. Well, if we have time.
Well, yeah.
Albo, sure.
Yeah.
My favorite dog food.
I'm in it to win it, just like you are.
My favorite dog food, Albo.
Oh, Spike, you're in this one. Nice.
Yeah.
No, this is not the greatest candle today. I tell you, this is not the greatest candle.
Yeah, not the greatest.
It made a similar low to all the other biotechs, but it turned in a yucky candle today. I think there could be further weakness on this one. Yeah, we might even get a retest of this low.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm in it long.
I don't know the immediate near-term fundamentals or near-term catalysts, but I suspect they're not that near-term.
Yeah, they're not near enough. There's earnings tomorrow that's meaningless because they don't have any revenue, but they're gonna get drug approval sometime in the early summer. I just don't know when.
I think you could look at $34 as potentially, with this downtrend, it's possible, unless all the bios start doing well. Let's lift it up.
Yeah, XBI would help this. Yeah, okay.
Right now, it's no emergency to buy. I bought before the downturn. I'm just going to sit with what I got. If it dips again, I'll add.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the same.
It makes sense.
Right now, I can't see adding to it the way the chart looks. Even today, it tried to rally and failed. What else do I have on my list?
How about CTXR?
Another one that tried to rally and failed, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's making us money. It made us money for a little while anyway.
Finished ugly.
Yeah.
It had a huge pop 3 days ago, right? Monday. What did it pop to on Monday? 290. Holy mackerel. Where are we now? 222. It's quite a give back. But it's where I like it. It stopped basically the middle of the green candle here. Let's draw where it stopped and see if that makes sense. Are they shorting this one? The shorts jumping on this one? Looks like the shorts might be attacking this one.
Oh, because that's what this chart is telling you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot
But
of
it stopped. Look, it stopped at the low of Monday's low and midway through the green candle from Tuesday. Not a bad looking candle. Because of the fact that it stopped where it stopped.
Get 2 or 3 candles of the same color in a row.
I kind of like the chart, believe it or not. It's not a bad looking chart. I mean, it made a big pop and it stabilized today. It tried to go up, failed, which is not positive. But it did bounce off the midpoint of that green candle. It did not make a lower low. It did not. The high of the day here was 216. I don't think it went lower than that. 217. So it stopped just where it's supposed to stop. I kind of like this one based on the candle today. Take a shot with it, adding. Go against the shorts. It's a Fosco pick. What do we got to lose? Man likes it. All right, Man, you still like this one, or are you out?
He said it is undervalued. That's what he said.
Undervalued. Really? There you heard it.
He says undervalued.
What about the other Fosco's play?
Oh, that was AVDL. Not to be confused with AVXL, which we cover also.
Yeah. Wow, this is one that we looked at a couple of times with the long bottom shadow, right?
Yeah.
It came off of that back here when it was just me and Arjun on the show, and it came up to rally, put in a higher low yesterday. I like it.
Looks good, yeah, wow.
This one looks really nice.
Very, very nice. Recovered.
Nicer than CTXR even. So this one looks quite good. I'll probably buy more of this one in the morning. I'm getting married in the morning. No, I'm not.
That's Arjun's song.
My physical therapist is getting married in the morning. She's going to give me therapy in the afternoon after getting married in the morning.
Oh, very nice.
That's real dedication.
Yep. What's next on my list?
Next one is CVM.
What is it?
CVM.
Oh, CVM.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I know. It's a new.
Yeah, what do they do?
We talked about every single show since the last year and a half.
This is getting to the buy point. This is the exact buy point we called, the halfway of that green.
Yeah, the 18 to 25 range, right?
Well, let's see what this high is. 1610. Could go lower, but let's see what what is the 50 at?
50 is below it, right? Or no, never mind. That's 100.
No. It's still finding support there.
The 50 is the purple.
Oh, yeah.
1501. No, that's 100. 50 is 1689. So it could go lower.
Yeah. It's not great that that green candle closed at the low. But
I don't love the chart. So, you know, if you want to buy add to your position, I'd be looking lower.
Yeah, wait a little while.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
I don't think you're getting news tomorrow because we never seem to get news tomorrow, do we?
We never seem to get news, period, from this company.
That's what I mean.
That's like VBIV too. It's never any news. Management's just sandbagging us. God.
How about the other one that they're waiting for news? The NWBO crowd.
NWBO, that's right.
Oh, this has a good two candles in a row. I like
Beautiful, beautiful.
this one is a buy off the chart.
Yep.
It's been hanging around $1.50 forever.
There's still people who think that the data is going to be positive and it's going to $150 a share. So what can I tell you?
$150 a share?
Yeah, the dendritic stem cells, and they're going to cure cancer.
Well,
You haven't heard?
the 100 shares I own will actually make me money.
You haven't heard the news? What's the matter with you there? You haven't heard the news? The cure for cancer is NWBO. The one that was selling at 15 cents when I got into a couple of months ago.
Right.
They got the cure for cancer.
Well, even if they don't, I'll ride the hype up.
Oh, isn't that what you were saying before with your whole VBIV business, that it was one shot for everything?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're putting out all these articles saying it is. I mean, it might be, but give us some data. Give us anything. God, just stop putting out these news articles that are meaningless.
You see this last line I drew? I don't know why I drew it. Let's move it up a little bit so it makes a little more sense. All right. The point is, it put in 2 really good days in a row, and off of the last 2 days, I think it's a buy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
without belaboring the point.
Linda wants to see Aurinia, AUPH.
Oh.
I bought not put options. I wrote the put.
You wrote a put?
I'm confused with how you say it.
Are you crazy?
It could be put to me, and I'll have to buy the stock.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I hope you're covered on that.
No, I'd have to buy the stock. It's okay. I don't mind buying it. I wrote the 15s a while ago, so I'm doing all right. After hours, it's $14.93. I'm getting a nice premium. I have no complaints. I don't know what the after hours action is all about. I don't know if it's significant or not, but it's a nice pop, 35 cents after hours.
I'm waiting for this thing to go back to 20. I got greedy and didn't sell.
I don't know what the story is. The chart does not look too good.
No.
How about a gap fill for those who were optimistic?
Well, maybe.
I would say wait and see.
I think the whole idea here was whether or not there was going to be a buyout at some point.
Yes. Right now it's below trend line and no man's land, so I wouldn't be adding.
If the only possible good news is if there's enough work to suppress the price for the takeover, but
I don't know why it got to this level. It shouldn't. The fundamentals, I think, are stronger than this, but the chart says no. So the chart is in charge. No, do not. I'm not adding to my position.
A lot of our audience is talking buyout on this stock.
Yeah, I'm talking buyout.
If you're waiting for it, then that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the
buyout of BCRX, AUPH, MNKD. There's quite a few of them looking for buyout.
VBIV too, buy them.
VBIV as well.
Buy them all.
Buy them all, big and small.
All right. Our next one is well, we already did CVM, right? Our next one is CRSP, the genomic.
Yeah, this is an interesting company, and it's on sale. So I bought some. I bought some in Macy's on sale. Yesterday, I couldn't resist. I paid I don't know what I paid. I paid about $1.30 maybe. I paid.
Uh-huh.
So I did very well. I think I did very well picking it up at that price. It was a high of 220 on the year. It's come down a lot. Look at this high. Nothing but a sharp downtrend from 115 on when it put in its high at 220.
There's no reason to believe this downtrend has stopped.
Well, I had reason to believe. I just bought it. They said it's a half price sale. Let me buy some.
Okay. Well.
And I didn't go crazy. You know how I nibble.
Yeah.
Right. This does actually look like one of your nibbles again.
I nibbled more today. I added a little bit.
That is your nibble. That is your nibble look. And when it goes down and it has that little hesitation over there at that maybe it's making a bottom. You bite a little bit.
Well, it's just so low, and this gap, the two gaps in a row tempted me. You got the gap here and another gap there. I figured maybe it's an exhaustion gap, and we're about to turn around.
Yep, and it's in a good space. The whole genomic editing.
It's in a good space I want to be in. So
I just don't like it's a foreign company, and I try to stay away from those. The other one to look at was CTIC.
Now let me reiterate that even though I bought it, I am not recommending this. It's something that I like. I think it's a good sale price. The chart does not dictate that you buy it, although today's recovery candle was somewhat encouraging.
That's it. It's still showing you nibble signs, so just don't go crazy.
Even though it finished down, I would say it made a higher high from yesterday, which is encouraging. All right, what's the next one?
CTIC.
I like this one a lot on fundamentals, not on the chart. So I'm conflicted.
Well, I like the space it's in, blood cancers.
Look at what it did yesterday. It had that long shadow, just like VBIV and just like the IBB. Yeah. And today it did a lot of nothing, finishing basically flat. After hours down a nickel. I don't know what that's all about. But they're the ones with the NDA, rolling NDA it's going to happen by the end of the first quarter, according to management. Last I checked. So if we get an NDA accepted by the FDA, we'll be looking at a PDUFA date in. If it happens by the end of March, we'll be looking at a PDUFA date. April, May, June, July, August, by the end of September, right? 6 months, something like that. I will be looking at approval by the end of the year, certainly.
All right. Well, nonetheless, the chart still has your nibble sign. That little.
This is my myelofibrosis, the same blood cancer that Geron was in.
Right.
To me, it's a buy.
Yeah, I guess it's going in a little bit.
To me, it's a buy. And by the way, full disclosure, I've been buying it every day. So I'm averaging in to build a bigger position.
Well,
what's next?
The next one is ALNY, which is another something in a similar space.
All the wise guys like this one.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about this one.
All the wise guys like this one.
I have no position.
The people in the know seem to like this one. despite the fact that it's heavily shorted. But what biotech isn't, right?
Yeah, they're all shorted. But yeah, this is, I guess the chart's fine.
Not
Well,
really.
it did like all the others did, but it doesn't have quite the same long shadow, but it has even a stronger green body. And
Yeah.
today it made a new high. It made a higher high than yesterday. Closed down, big deal. Yesterday it was very strong yesterday, being positive when most of the sector was negative. So I'll allow it to be negative when most of the sector was positive. And we're holding the 50 as of today. We held the 50 yesterday as well. We didn't hold it on Monday, but we're holding the 50. I like this one. Full disclosure, I have a position as of yesterday. I took a position yesterday. I owned this one way back. I bought it at 60, sold it at 100. About 2 years ago, I'd say. What's next?
All right, the next one is a Dr. J's choice because we're hitting the hour mark. You could either talk about Tilray or Dermatech.
Dermatech.
Oh, and then we also need to do CRMD. I'm sorry.
Dermatech had a really significant candle yesterday. Very significant. This trend line, this upper trend line, I did not draw. So, I mean, I did draw it, but I didn't draw it today. And I drew this other trend line as well. So both I thought were support. It didn't. The first trend line did not hold, but the second one did. Remember, I said we have two support lines, and I drew them in.
Right.
The last time we looked at this. So I like the action on this. Closed higher than yesterday, made a higher high and closed higher. It's looking very strong. It's a buy. I wrote the 85 calls on about 40% of my stock. So I'm hedging a little bit. What's the last one?
CRMD.
My friends are trying to get me into this one too, but I haven't looked at it yet.
I do not own this one. You found one that I don't own. Looks like I've charted it before. It was in a nice channel. It broke north of that channel. It looks pretty bullish. Same chart as so many stocks. Yesterday's long stem on the bottom, and today it made it higher high and then came back. It just looks like all the others, and it looks bullish. So that's it for today.
Well, actually, we have a last minute request. Pete wants to see KSNA.
Sure.
Then we could end it.
KSNA.
Yeah.
Well, they won the Super Bowl, Kansas, didn't they?
They lost the Super Bowl.
Oh, they lost, but it depends what year you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not available.
They were in it both years.
Did I spell KSNA correctly?
Yeah, that's what Pete said. Oh, KNSA.
Oh, maybe because there you go.
This is interesting. Unlike the others that all bounced back, this one continued on lower.
This one got the PDUFA coming up. That's what everyone's saying.
They must be nervous about it. Is there doubt about this PDUFA? There's always doubt.
I feel like we'll see a run up though into the date, and then there'll be some sell the news because they'll dilute. It's always the same story, right?
There's very nice support here. And do we have a trend line? We have a series of higher lows. So this is just another higher low. And it looks like it's in trend with these other more or less. So we have a lower low here, and a series of higher lows, pronounced one here and here. If tomorrow is an up day, it's very bullish. If tomorrow is a down day, less bullish.
So, Confucia or Pete, do you think they're going to dilute after PDUFA, or are they good on cash? What's the story? We need to know that.
Yeah, Confucius says
He
March
might
21st, but he doesn't give any.
Yeah. So March 21st. Okay, that's coming up. So we still have 3 weeks to run it up. 4 weeks.
I want to see an update tomorrow to convince me that this is a chance of moving up before PDUFA.
This is a Baker Bros stock. Okay.
I want to see an update tomorrow with a close above the high, today's high. I want a green candle tomorrow. What I don't want is to close anywhere lower than the low today. That would get me very, very disturbed. So as long as we hold the low of today, I guess I'm bullish. We've got a sequence of higher lows, higher highs.
That channel that you see there.
Higher lows and higher highs, always a good time.
I might buy some options on that one. PDUFA options.
The way it's moving, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Might be.
That's a real. I mean, that's a real wide channel. That's
Yep.
So John is here with us. Another new face, right?
John is here for Canusa, whatever that name was that we just watched.
Lots of big ownership in KNSA.
All right.
Always a good sign.
Wait, what?
I think we deleted his comments so I could do the charting.
Oh. Sorry.
Baker Brothers are in KNSA.
I like them. They're usually smart.
That Lloyd
Now
Bridges.
they're different than the Koch brothers, and let me just point out that the Koch brothers are not in COCP.
Right.
Didn't one of them die? One of the Koch brothers?
Yeah, one of them died. The other one still just hates public transit with a passion.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I want to say shalom, au revoir, arrivederci, ciao, and come back Friday. Happy trading to you. I hope the balance sheets, all of our balance sheets are looking better on Friday. Take care, everybody.
See you Friday.